Welcome to CTV News, your Canada. It's Friday, December 19th. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. You sing.
Spend a lot of time in hospitals, a lot of time with nurses and doctors, and these people work so incredibly hard. And so doing something like this for me was an easy yes.
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock.
It was so cute. You know, we're millennials and we saw him, so it was adorable. Well, a nice little break from work.
We saw him like 20 plus years ago, so it was nice to see him again now at work.
Yes.
Nurses, what you guys do, God bless you.
Absolutely phenomenal, especially during the holidays. It feels really good to have someone come and say such nice things to us.
What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bells.
The Bruce County village of Lucknow is getting a new daycare in the new year.
Yeah, we got occupancy yesterday actually, and it opens January 5th, and I think it starts with 70 kids coming up, so exciting times for sure.
The new 86-space Unique Minds Child Care Center was made possible by the Lucknow Kinsman Club. The bright minds behind Lucknow's Music in the Fields Country Festival had long been looking for a warehouse to house the multitude of stuff they used to put on the yearly outdoor concert, as well as a clubhouse to meet at. When they heard there was a shortage of child care spaces in Lucknow and area, they joined forces with Unique Minds to build Kin Center, a warehouse and clubhouse for the Kinsmen, and a daycare and before and after school center for up to 86 kids.
The Kinsman's motto is serving the community's greatest needs, and we actually found out that we had 90 kids that didn't have a place for daycare. So by doing this, it allows us to meet that motto, serving the community's greatest needs, and provide that daycare space for the town of Lucknow and area.
Leanne Ryan from Unique Minds says they had only about 30 spots available for kids and a large wait list of kids wanting in at their current location. This new space triples the number of kids and families they can support.
There's a wait list, which is great. So we were able to move a big chunk of our kids in, and a gradual start, which will be even nice as well, just to get some kinks and get the kids used to the transition, because it's a big transition for us and it's a transition for the kids as well. The
new Kin Center and Child Care Center was funded almost entirely by 17 years of Lucknow's Music in the Fields, an outdoor country festival operated by the Lucknow Kinsmen. The event, which attracted 8,500 people to Lucknow last year, continues to grow. So much so, the Child Care Center will actually shut down for the August 25th to 27th event and become headquarters for Music in the Fields for a week.
It actually shuts down for the event, and we'll use these 4 rooms as change rooms for the artist that comes for Music in the Fields. So it helps us a lot from that aspect, and we get to get rid of all the construction trailers that we had.
In Lucknow, Scott Miller, CTV News.
Hanukkah is known as the Festival of Lights, a time meant for celebration and reflection. But in Sudbury, the flickering flames represented something more, a community standing guard against fear.
I grew up Jewish, and it's to show the solidarity, especially after the darkness of what happened in Australia.
I'm not Jewish, but I'm part of the community, and the Jewish community is hurting. We need to be here for them.
I'm here especially in this time because there is rising anti-Semitism, and it's time to show solidarity with the Jewish community.
Following Sunday's terrorist attack in Australia, security at City Hall was noticeably tighter for the second lighting of the menorah. But organizers say the goal wasn't to dwell on fear, but to celebrate survival.
There are only 15 million Jews in the whole world, and so typically when something very bad like this happens, people know other people on the other side of the world. It's not uncommon to have family connections or friend connections with communities that are geographically very far away, because we're really such a small group. And so, certainly that touches us really profoundly and deeply, and we're very sad. But at the same time, we have to hold that we're also celebrating a holiday at the same time.
Ontario NDP leader Marit Stiles was on hand and called for more to be done to protect places of worship.
There is a rise in anti-Semitism, not just around the world, world, but here in our communities in Ontario. And nobody should be afraid of worshiping and celebrating their religion or their culture in our society. And so I think it's more important than ever that we are here with our Jewish friends and neighbors.
I'm being told that tonight's ceremony serves as a reminder that the answer to darkness isn't to hide, but to increase the light, whether that's through prayer or standing together. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
Cavalier Drive in Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia is normally quiet. But that's until around November, when this house on the corner gets ready for Christmas.
Half of the things you see or hear now are really not even half the things I got, because I don't have enough room for all the things I got.
It's a tradition owner Paul Bowden says came alive 27 years ago when he was visiting his in-laws who had their home decked out. He came back and decided to do the same.
From that day on, I just continued to put up lights in the house, buy lights, buy ornaments, and hopefully it brings a smile to the community and a smile to people's faces.
And whether big or small, he has it all.
I like to try to buy something that no one has. And what I do is I just go by and I think it's going to fit in the spot, and then I just put it in the spot.
And at nighttime, the display is even more electrifying with thousands of lights. It's a passion close to his heart that has braved many storms.
14 years ago, we had some kids ransack some of the ornaments I had here, and the community rallied around me. And they bought me items. They went to Canadian Tire and bought me lights. And one of the messages that they sent me was, please don't stop doing what you're doing. And I vowed just to make it bigger and bigger and better.
It quickly became something special in the community.
I have 3 sons. When they were younger, they used to come by this house, and they always told me how nice it was and how welcoming they felt.
Well, we have 2 kids, small kids, and they love to see the lights over here. We just bought the house in 2022. From that time onwards, this is a tradition. They love it.
Sometimes you might see someone having a bad day, or some kids having a bad day, or families having a bad day.
But if they pass by his house and a smile creeps on their face, he knows it's a mission accomplished. Vanessa Wright, CTV News, Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia.
Well, ONROC helps serves the Pierrefonds community, and it is one of the many community organizations that gets help from Moisson Montréal. Tonight, we take a look at the work that ONROC does to help serve the community and families in need, especially during the holidays.
On Monday, you have 150 turkeys coming.
Wow. And that means those in need will be able to have that special holiday dinner. ONROC's executive director says it's something many can no longer afford.
We actually did the math on that this year of what it actually costs to have a turkey dinner with your family, and we estimated it to be between $300 and $400 for everything in our Christmas box. They are creating not just the meal for the family, but the memories that go with the holidays.
Memories that will also include gifts under the tree, thanks to the organization's annual toy drive.
It's unfortunate when your kids are looking at you and knowing that mom and dad can't afford to buy gifts for them this year. So this event helps us prevent that at the holidays.
They start planning for the toy drive in August with the help of longtime volunteers.
So what we started doing differently is we allow each parent to come in and choose the gifts for their children. So we start from 0 to the age of 17. Our goal is to have at least 3 gifts per person, per child.
ONROC also offers a food market year-round, feeding over 300 families, and it's hard to keep up with the demand.
Our registrations close during the holidays because we actually cannot accommodate the influx of people. So right now my wait list is until April. And look, I'm not saying those people are not going to get food until April. We do emergency boxes.
The organization says it's a sign that food insecurity can happen to anyone.
Hunger doesn't discriminate.
Which is why Kayla says she's already planning for next year.
We are doing our best and doing the most. When we get back in January, we're going to hit the ground running.
If you would like to help, you can do so by scanning that QR code on your screen right now, or by heading to our website, ctvnewsmontreal.ca, and clicking on the Spirit of Giving tab. Thank you.
The start of a new chapter.
Oh, it's awesome. It is fantastic.
Ash Perry, graduating from the Ottawa Missions Food Services Training Program.
Being able to do something like this, it's an absolute blessing.
He's one of 32 students celebrating. And after learning the skills required to work in a commercial kitchen, he's already found work at a downtown restaurant.
All because of this.
It's a complete turnaround from where his life was last year.
Things got pretty dark for me, and I was heavily into drugs, and I had lost everything. And through programs like Jericho Road, the Ottawa Mission, a family that was very supportive, I was able to do the work and get myself back out of that.
Each graduate here with a different story, making a change.
I think they all surprised me a bit because I meet them on the first day, and then up until the last day, the changes they've made in their lives, the choices they've made, they've just done wonderful.
The program started more than 20 years ago. The mission says around 90% of grads find employment in the food service industry.
It's a big piece of how we do things differently here at the mission, that when you come in the blue doors for a meal or perhaps for a bed, we hope to put you on a course where you can get help.
Joseph Park with a dream of becoming a chef.
I tried to apply to a restaurant for a job and nobody was hitting me back, no one was responding to me. And then I tried to look at maybe I could go to culinary school, but that's really expensive and unaffordable.
Now he's one step closer.
It's definitely kind of helped put me on the path to kind of achieving those goals.
New goals and opportunities for these grads.
If my story would help one person find a way out of where I was a year ago, then it's worth sharing. It's definitely worth sharing.
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
Love the Fitzgeralds, an award-winning Canadian fiddle and step dancing family. They're bringing their holiday magic to Meaford. Their special Christmas show features lightning-fast fiddling, high-energy step dancing, and choreography that keeps the crowd smiling.
The feeling of Christmas and good music and just a great way to kick off the Christmas break and just begin celebrating Christmas with your family.
You can catch the Fitzgeralds and their show A Canadian Christmas at Meaford Hall on Sunday, December 21st.
Dismantling a mountain of donations, one toy at a time, in a year where the needs have felt greater than ever.
We hear a lot of it's been a hard year for people.
The challenge is evident as this year's month-long Toy Mountain campaign played out. This was the mountain a little more than a week ago, on December 9th. Most of the toys donated up to that point had to be packed up because they were needed immediately to give to families by the Salvation Army. But within days, the mountain was rebuilt, reaching new heights, widths, and depths by Wednesday night's finale show, a testimonial to the generosity of the community that helped and kept helping.
Seeing those community partners, individuals and businesses say, we saw that story, we saw that you had to take it, so we kept going and we kept pushing. For me, that's just an incredible feeling, knowing that we're not alone in serving our community, that it is a community effort to support each other.
Thursday morning, the mountain in the CTV studio came down. The toys packed into boxes and loaded into a truck.
This is where all the toys end up, the Salvation Army Church and Family Care Center in Kitchener. Here, they're counted and sorted.
This year's total, 5,331 toys from the CTV studios alone, with other drop-off locations still to be collected. Some toys will be handed out to families in the coming days. Some will be stored for the kickoff to next year's campaign. Toys that are on someone's letter to Santa.
We're seeing some of those items come in and I'm going, yes, we get to put this on our shelf because I know this is what somebody is looking for.
This year, the Salvation Army distributed toys to about 5,000 children in Waterloo Region and Guelph, ages 0 to 15. Now, the focus shifts to fundraising to help cover the costs of the programs the Salvation Army runs throughout the year.
This year, our goal is $250,000, and there are many ways that people can give.
From online to the Kettle campaign, still in full swing until Christmas Eve. This one set up at Zehrs Laurentian.
Every donation is going to help
people around you, your neighbors, your friends and family, whoever is here that needs help.
Another way to give: volunteering. The Salvation Army says even a couple hours helping at a kettle can go a long way.
Everyone has to give how they're able to, and sometimes the greatest gift people can give is their time. And so standing on a kettle and saying Merry Christmas and thanking donors is a great way to give back.
In a community that has already proved it is a generous one. So, Tony, as this year's campaign wraps up, we just want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who participated. There was no gift too small. So, on behalf of us here at CTV, our partners, the Salvation Army, and our sister stations, Bounce and Virgin Radio, a huge thank you to the community for making our mountain reach new heights this year.
Southridge Academy has been operating out of the Brookfield Residential YMCA in Seaton since September. It blends personalized education with elite hockey training. The program was created by local parents, an educator, and a coach who saw many kids falling through the cracks in traditional school and sports systems. Many students are neurodiverse with conditions such as ADHD and dyslexia. Organizers say they're achieving success in this environment.
We take these kids out of school on Wednesdays and we give them 2 different ice times where they can work on their hockey skills, but we also give them 2.5 hours of education where it's super personalized, it's super individualized to the kids, and they just get to showcase their passion every day.
What do you love so much about this program here?
That you get to learn and play hockey at the same time.
The school hosts children in grades 3 to 5. Another group will join the program in January.
Betty Donald used to work as a nurse until she lost her sight.
I ended up having 3 brain tumors removed and couldn't nurse anymore.
That's when she turned to the Regina Food Bank as a volunteer.
Still wanted to do something, so I came to the food bank because they had helped me when I first lost my sight.
A decade later, Donald still finds herself coming back, supporting people in need of care.
When I couldn't nurse anymore, this is the second best thing I've ever done in my life. You're still helping people.
Donald is one of the many volunteers committed to helping prepare close to 500 food hampers every day for families in Regina. With the holiday season being a more expensive time for most, the community-based organization provides an additional 2,500 hampers, feeding over 3,000 people in the city.
Everything makes a difference for them. It's very hard to come to the food bank for the first time, and I think that's something that we really acknowledge. And the fact that someone's coming to us, it means that they're actually at a point that they need the help.
Serta adds there are many ways people can get involved with the food bank.
Through donations, volunteering, or doing a food drive. Also learn about food insecurity and speaking to others about it, being our own advocates.
As part of the annual Hampers of Hope campaign, all donations made until December 24th will be matched by Nutrien.
That's what life is giving to other people, not to yourself. So for me, it's my way of giving back.
Sierra D'Souza Butts, CTV News, Regina.
Under. Good boy. That's the way.
Meet Fred, the Labrador Retriever puppy. Fred is a daily companion for Suzanne Elliott, who's training him to be a guide dog.
He'll be 6 months old at the end of December, and he's lovely.
Fred is the 6th dog Elliott has raised since 2018. She volunteers with the Canadian National Institute for the Blind Guide Dogs program. 8-week-old puppies are placed with a volunteer to work on house manners, toilet, and obedience training. Fred is currently learning a few simple commands.
Under. Yes. And down. Good boy.
Fred will stay with Elliott until he's 12 to 15 months old, at which point he'll go off to the Canine campus in Ottawa. Hannah Crawford with CNIB says after that, dogs find their forever home.
They undergo formal training for about another 6 to 8 months, depending on the dog, before they then go out and can be matched with one of our clients across Canada.
Right now, there are about 30 volunteers in Winnipeg who raise puppies for the program. Tracy Garbett was matched with Mary in the lab in 2019. He now works for the CNIB Ambassador Dog program, and Marion is essential to his life.
You're putting your trust in her to make those decisions, and it's not always 100%, but
but 9 times out of 10, she's right.
CNIB needs more volunteers like Elliot to keep the program alive. She says it's worth it, even though Fred will move on within a year.
They make you laugh every day. They try so hard to do the right thing, and I love watching them not being able to do something one week, and then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, they get it.
Joseph Bernacki, CTV News, Winnipeg.
Jingle bells.
Although Finn is a fan of all things festive,
Santa just comes on his sleigh with his reindeer.
although the 3-year-old and his baby brother even met the big guy at the mall,
He said, ho, ho, ho.
Finn had never considered sending a letter to Santa until his mom happened upon an unexpected invitation in the neighborhood.
Oh, I just thought it was really sweet.
The boxes were designed and built by Mike and his wife in the hopes of helping who they call the Postmaster Elves.
They're all very busy, so we thought we should put up a central collection station.
A place to post letters to the North Pole and another to receive personalized replies.
It adds another element to the magic and excitement of Christmas.
So we just put a letter in there, didn't know what to expect.
Well, based on weekly reports about the letters that Mike says they receive from Santa's workshop, this year's gift requests have ranged from cuddly stuffed toys to full-sleeve tattoos.
Not sure how Santa will deal with that, or if Santa might have to consult with Mum and Dad.
Mike says it's also heartening to hear that the children's letters include not just their wants, but their wishes for the well-being of others, which this volunteer can relate to.
Right now I'm involved with the Cancer Driveline.
Mike has spent more than a decade traveling more than 7,000 kilometers a year to drive cancer patients to and from their appointments.
Just being a part of the community is to do things for the community.
2 days after dropping off the letter, Finn and Jenna picked up their handwritten reply, which ended with praise for the boy being so positive and includes a bell that says believe.
It was really cute. He loves it. As you can see from the letter, we've read it about 50 times.
While Jenna is filled with gratitude and Mike with delight,
it's just a joy to be able to be a part of providing joy.
Finn is feeling so festive.
I'm really happy.
So happy, he just might spend the rest of the holiday season
laughing all the way.
Adam Sawatsky,
Ha ha ha.
CTV News.
Merry Christmas.
Colwood.